Hi, chess fans. My last video, Exchange Sacrifice number 3, was about an exchange sacrifice position. And if you go to the description of that video, or this video, I'll put it in there as well, and click on the link, it will bring you right to the chess.com um, position. And then what I want you to do is I want you to click through the moves right till you get to the ending position from that video. Now, in the ending position, I told you that white was up in material, but still had a lot of work to do, still had a lot of calculation to do. So what I want to show you is how I would take a position like that, where I have a favorable endgame, but I want to be able to learn the correct technique to win it over the board. In this position here, it's not it's not as simple as white can just trade all of the rooks and bishops off and then win the king and pawn ending, because black is not going to want to trade, right? So black's going to want to keep the pieces on the board, and it'll be difficult to force the trade of all rooks and bishops. So what I do in positions like this, once I get this, whether I'm doing a puzzle on chess.com or of another position like that, in the bottom right hand corner of the menu, there's a button that says Practice versus Computer. And I click on that button, and you can see that the 3200 rated computer just made this move here, rook over to this square. So, and I can use this as a little bit of training, thinking, oh yeah, okay, the rooks are, he wants to double up the rooks. That would be, one chance that he has. Okay. Now, what I really like to do when I start this off is I change the bot to make it fairly easy. And I use hints. I use the hints as well. And that takes me through how to win in positions like this. Okay? So I'm going to get a lot of help from the computer, but the idea is that I would be able to, with pattern recognition, be able to win a position like this. Okay? So right off the bat, there is an option that I can change the computer to a 32 from a 3200 to something else. So there's a change bot program over there. You can see maximum is who I'm playing against. But I think I'm going to bring it to, I'm going to go to advanced, and I'd like to play against an 1800. So 1800 means they're going to make mistakes, but they're probably not going to give away pieces. So I've changed the bot now to Lorenzo. Okay. Now, just watching this video, I hope this gives you ideas like, yeah, I'm going to take positions for my own game and click practice versus computer and try to beat Lorenzo. If you're in an ending that you were winning in, and the computer and your opponent comes back and wins the game, well, that's a great opportunity um, to try to go and win that ending, and learn how to do that. Okay, so you can also click the hint button, and I think that's a good idea. Okay, so the computer says, without a doubt, that it's king over here. Now, I often ask myself, why would a computer be making those moves? Why not play pawn here? Well, I'm guessing that the computer doesn't want to play pawn here because then rook over here can attack the knight. So only thing I can think of, which I don't really think the idea of that is really that bad, but the computer likes this move better. So I'm going to play this starting off, and okay, you can see that the computer's bringing this rook down. Sometimes I'm not going to be able to explain what the computer's doing, but I'm trying to get the idea of this position. So I'm going to move my bishop over here, attacking here. Of course, he's going to try to get that get those pawns rolling. And remember, I have a 3-on-2 advantage here over on this side. So, I mean, I can't see the computer wanting to trade both of these rooks for, these three pieces, and then allow an endgame to happen where I'm up that extra pawn on this side. Also, if I had two rooks, trading all the pieces off might be possible, but where it's an imbalanced position where there's a knight and a bishop, um, you know, my idea is going to be more like I want to get one of these pawns across to the other side, forcing him to trade a rook for that pawn. That would be more realistic. All right, so what do I do now? Um, I guess maybe I could attack and see what he's going to do. Okay, he's letting me have that pawn. I'll take it. And he's not letting me have that pawn. Has he trapped my bishop? No, no, he hasn't. But one thing that I can actually do now is take that other pawn. And he wants to. It looks like he wants to take this pawn over here. So he wants to get some counterplay. Now, very often it is not advisable for your rook to become passive in an endgame like this, especially where you have passed pawns. But I'm going to make that exception here, and I'm going to defend this pawn. And he's going to be able to attack my bishop. So I'm going to try to get out of this tactically by moving my knight here. And it looks like he might be winning back one of the pieces. Um, but I think that's going to be okay. My intuition is telling me to move the bishop right here if I'm going to let him take a knight back to at least win the pawn. This might be a position where a hint might be good. Let's just see. Okay, well, same idea. He's saying the rook, move the rook here and to attack there. Okay, well, maybe I'll go with the computer idea. And let's see. I guess taking here would be fine. And now he has attacked the bishop. So you can see I'm letting him get back into the game. But this is what the learning is about. Um, if I let him have the bishop, I could probably pick up this pawn as well. But then I'm going to be down material. Um, let's see. I'm going to go for another hint here. Okay. Oh, it just wants to keep an eye on that bishop. Okay. And maybe best thing to do now would be to keep a hold of the rook. And now maybe I'm going to move the pawn here to keep an eye on that pawn. And then I'll move my bishop down here. So you can see now he's still got a lot of options here. And so remember in the last video I said this isn't going to be easy. Now I'm playing against an 1800 bot. I'm up 1 point of material. Now I'm going to play here. Here. He's going to defend. I'll play here. And he wants to make a trade. I think you know what? I think I can trade rooks and still win because these pawns, I mean, it's going to be some work. Let's just see what the computer thinks of this. Yeah, he made another mistake here. So I think the idea is now play here, play here, let him have that pawn, and I can play here, here. Now I guess I got to be careful because I don't want that pawn to run through. He's got 1, 2, 3 more squares for the pawn, and I've got 2 squares for my pawn, but he can get his rook over there. This is definitely I'm definitely in a tight spot now. My instincts is to put the bishop right here and sacrifice the bishop. But maybe there's a better way. I'm going to go for a hint here. Oh wow, it's just saying to go for it. Okay, yeah, I think I understand now. I push the pawn here, and I'm gonna play this check. No, no, no. Yeah, maybe I play this check here. Okay, let's visualize this. Check. No, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work because rook takes. Oh, but then I'm pinning the rook. Okay, maybe it works. Queen. Can I sacrifice? No, don't sacrifice because then he's gonna get the queen across. So I got to prevent now from him getting the queen back, and I got to get a second queen, I think. Ooh, wow, this is great, great position, really cool. So it wants a queen check. I'm going to use a hint here. Check. What's my next move going to be? Okay, very, very instructive. I'm thinking he wants the queen to just start marching up. Yeah, queen getting closer. Wow, this is so interesting. I get to take this pawn, and now, oh no, that wasn't right. Okay, I'm going to go back and see. What is the correct move now? Oh, of course, sorry. Take the rook first. And now I've got to win this. So I'm betting that the winning position is to force the trade of queens. Now, how do I exactly do that? If I play queen here, check. Ah, yes, got it. Queen here, check. Um, is queen? Is it going to be queen here? Or is it going to be queen here? I'm going to use the computer. No, it's sending me back here. Maybe this is a long road. One of these long roads. Yeah. Okay, it wants me to move in closer. Maybe this square? Yeah. And here. Yes. There's how I get my queen trade. And that's how you win. So the position that I showed in the previous video um, comes down to something like this, and that was 46. I'm up to 46 moves now, and to get a checkmate, I'm just going to make sure that I don't stalemate. I'm going to put the queen right here and make sure, yeah, and don't put the queen here because then you're running into stalemate. You just bring the king over to help, and now we've got checkmate. So, I mean, there it is. There it is. You've got me playing this game against an 1800 computer with help, um, and just showing how to go about it. You can see what I meant by there's still a lot of work to do, and against a higher rated player, if they're much higher rated than you in this position, they're probably still going to be able to win this game. But it's good to get some ideas of how to go about winning an end game like this when you have a slight advantage, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and moving forward, I will try to put more of my positions in the description so that you can do this with a lot of the positions from my videos. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone.